Hi, surprise everybody. It's Carla, an internet famous VIP group. This is not a training video. Actually, if you saw my video from yesterday, I had posted a bonus video. I mentioned that I'm in a challenge myself this week. So in addition to running a challenge, I'm participating in someone else's branding challenge. And I just checked now that I got everything. I got the main stuff done for my day for this week's freebie challenge. I went and looked at my assignment, to see, okay, well, what am I supposed to be doing in this challenge? And it said to do a live stream video. And I'm like, okay, I could do that. If you've been paying attention to anything I've written today, I did 7 videos earlier this morning, 7 videos. Like I got up, I felt like I'd been putting it off. And I finally decided to I don't know, what do you call it, to finally get it done. So like here you can see I changed, I have a new background. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or whatever, but I changed my new background. I had all of my tripod set up. I made sure to do my phone, to charge it so it would be ready. And then I was able to go just, to do my shower, do hair and makeup and just like blast through a whole bunch of videos. So now, now that it's time for me to do a video for my, for the challenge that I am a participant in, I'm already warmed up. So, and I still have another one that I will be doing for today's training at 3 o'clock today, Eastern Standard Time. So, today's topic that I am talking about today in this video is tech phobia slowing you down? Like, do you have like this dream of creating your own online business, of being an influencer, but the technology is slowing you down? Or do you feel afraid? Or, if someone tells you, oh, you have to use some kind of HTML or something, and does that freak you out? And sometimes just the fear of having to deal with those things, it can be really, it can be really challenging, because you could be thinking, oh, there's so much I could do, but this tech stuff, setting up an email list, it's so hard. I get that. I totally get that. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the things that you can do to get around that. So you have some options. Okay. So if you find that the technology in building an online business is just way too much for you, or you just feel like, oh my God, I just want to do it, the main thing that it means that you need is support. Now, to be an online business owner sometimes can feel so lonely and isolated because you're by yourself, and when you're trying to figure out things on your own, it can just seem so overwhelming. But there's hope. There's always hope. So I want you to think about the fact that you are not alone. Especially on the internet, you are never alone. What you basically need is support. And I highly recommend that you get support in whatever form you can afford, or that is necessary, or that works with your personal with your personal preferences. So for example, you could take a course to get help. Like I have a course now called From Bricks to Clicks, and that teaches you everything about how to build an email list, how to set up a landing page, how to find your target market, how to make sure that your unique selling proposition is, that you have it really tight. So I have a course, so if you wanted to take that, you could totally do that. You could also, another thing that you could do if you needed to get help with your technical stuff, you could get a virtual assistant. You may have heard me talk about Thea Swafford. She's in this group. She's in the Internet Famous group, and she is my virtual executive assistant, and she can be yours too. So you can hire her and have her help you with those technical details, because you don't have to do it by yourself. Sometimes we feel like, oh my God, I have to do this by myself. I have to learn how to do this. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because your time might actually be better spent if you have someone else do it. It'll be done quicker if you hire someone like Thea to do it for you, and then you didn't have to sweat over it, and you're done, and you can move on to the next thing, which is, creating more content that you can sell and make more money. Another thing you could do, look for video tutorials. If you are a DIY person and you can kind of figure out things on your own, YouTube, Vimeo, there are tons of free videos out there that can also help you that can also help you can help you figure out these different things. Like even in my course, I have personal trainings on how to use lead pages, for example, like how to set up a landing page using lead pages. I have a step-by-step video tutorial that is only available in this course. But I know that not everyone is going to be using lead pages. So I have like an appendix extra bonus section in my course from Bricks to Clicks, which features a whole bunch of different videos that I've curated from YouTube that show you how to use other landing pages. So if you're not using landing pages, but lead pages, say you're using Insta pages or ClickFunnels or something like that, check my curated list, because I've handpicked these videos that are DIY, and you can just go ahead and learn how to do what you need to do. And of course, even more importantly, getting an online community to help you to be able to ask questions. In my Internet Famous VIP Facebook group, we have people asking questions all the time, and you might be, watching this video and thinking, oh, that's right, because there's, again, as internet business owners or people with businesses that are online, it can be a very lonely job. You can feel like you're by yourself and you don't have support. But as long as you're online, you have so many people who are also going through the same thing that you're going through. They're asking the same questions, or they're in this group here, and if you might have an idea that might spark another idea. So do not feel that you are ever alone. So when a course like mine, the From Bricks to Clicks, or even if you just want to just stay in this group, you have the opportunity to be in community with other people who understand what you were going for and who get you. Now, for example, when I try to explain internet marketing, digital marketing to people who are outside of the online world, they can feel like, hey Thea, I was just talking about you. It's really important to have an online community, because when you have other people who understand what you're going through, then you don't feel so alone. And so, as I was about to say, when I talk to my friends who don't have any kind of internet business, and I try to explain it to them, at some point their eyes just kind of glaze over, and it doesn't matter how excited I am, because I can get really excited and long-winded. Thank you. Thank you for liking loving my fresh perspectives. Thank you. And I really dig digital marketing, and I really love just getting stuff out there, and I love to tell on my friends, and I'm always seeing ideas in other people's businesses, and when I start to tell people, their eyes kind of glaze over, and they're like, and then I realize, okay, let me shut up right now, because they don't get it, and they don't care. However, there are other people online who do get it, and who do care, and will give you community. And actually, since Thea is on the phone, she's live on the video right now, I want to reiterate my number 2. So I'm saying, if you have that tech phobia and it's keeping you from building, the online business that you want, get a virtual assistant. Thea Johnson Swafford. She is so awesome, and she's so sweet, so helpful, and she has been doing this for years and years and years. And actually, someone like Thea, hey Thea, in the hearts. Someone like Thea has so much experience that she's also like a coach. So if you're feeling like you need someone who will give you like an extra cheerleading, who will give you like an extra bit of support, in addition to helping you get your tech stuff completed, Thea's she's like my number 1 choice for that kind of thing. So, so a virtual assistant. I'm just going to go back up and do my little numbers again. So you need support. If you're feeling alone, you're feeling like this the technology, the technical issues are getting on your nerves, here are things you can do. Take a course like mine, From Bricks to Clicks, and get help. I have all kind of lessons and tutorials. You can get a virtual assistant like Thea Johnson Swafford, and she can just do it for you and then save you the time and the effort and the cursing. And if you do like to do stuff for yourself, there are also video tutorials available on YouTube and Vimeo. All you have to do is do a Google search. Tons of people are doing all kind of tutorials, so that means that information is available for you. And then I also have online community and ask questions. So in a group like this one here at Internet Famous VIP Facebook group, if you have a question, you just need to maybe get clarity on something. You don't have to feel like you're all alone. You could just like ask someone in the group, and if I don't respond, someone else will. But usually I am in the group, and it's still quite manageable. So I'm able to give you all feedback and answer questions. And today even has been like really great. So I'm really enjoying how that's going. And oh, one bonus tip for tech phobia stuff. Practice, 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 practice. I mean, I'm a musician, so I totally understand the importance of practicing. But I've noticed that lately I've been seeing people, not in my group, of course, because my group, they know what they're doing. But I've noticed in other groups, someone will say, "Oh, I'm doing Webinar Jam." Like they've purchased like some new webinar software, but they purchased the software the same day that they're planning to give the webinar. Now the thing is, that person doesn't understand that there's a learning curve to these things, because when you're dealing with technical stuff, you need to know what you're doing, and you don't want to just buy a piece of software and launch it that same day. I highly recommend that you practice at least 3 or 4 times first, because that way, because you can guarantee that something's going to happen, and you want to be able to be smooth and flowing. Don't let your first webinar be the place where people see you freaking out and just not really sure of what to do. So even when I was doing like a webinar using a Google Hangout, I did about 3 or 4 of them first by myself with maybe one person, or I was just even doing some ones where maybe no one was there, but I wanted to practice using the software and the technology so I get it into my fingers, so by the time I do involve real people, prospective clients, in the process, I can be calm. I can be, like no anxiety, because I know what I'm doing. This is not the first time that I've used this software or this tool. So I highly recommend that you practice your, using the technology before you bring others into it. So I will say, I think that that's it pretty much. If you have tech phobia, it's because you need support, and you can get it. There's so many places. And when you see these people who are really rocking it online, they're not any smarter than you. They're not. They just know something that you don't, and they are getting support with their technical issues, and you can too. Thea, you are very kind. Thank you, Thea, for tuning in. And for anyone who is tuning in later, I hope that you're able to get some inspiration, some help from this video, because tech phobia does not have to keep you from building the online business of your dreams. So I will see you again at 3 o'clock for today's training video, and I'll see you later. Bye.